Who else wants to quadruple their income in 4.5 months? I use this software to reprogram my mind, and I couldn't believe what happened next. Hi, my name is Anastasi. I'm the author of the New York Times bestseller and the Wall Street Journal bestseller, The Laptop Millionaire. And I've been researching for over 20 years what it takes to be successful and to transform one's mindset in order to achieve success. You might have seen me on television, you might have seen me at a live event, a live summit, but this is the story of how I use the science of subliminal programming to radically transform my life and how you can too. This video can change your life, so watch it now while you still can. A few years ago, I downloaded a simple software tool that I installed on my laptop. This software flashes your affirmations, your positive affirmations, or your goal on your computer screen every 5 seconds for just 1/10 of a second. It's too quick for the eye to see, but it's not distracting, but it reprograms you on a deep level. It reprograms you on a subconscious level. For example, it looks like this, but just for 1/10 of a second, so you barely see it. So imagine a smaller version of this sentence here, much smaller version, flashing for just 1/10 of a second again and again on your screen, randomly on your screen. This software could reprogram my mind with whatever affirmation or goal I chose using subliminal messages. Whenever I sat down to my laptop or my computer, the messages would start flashing on my computer screen. Again, I would just see something flashing very quickly, but I didn't have the time to just read it because it was just for 1/10 of a second. It was extremely easy to install and use this software. Even I could understand how to use it, and I'm not technical in the slightest. I just downloaded it, installed it, and just selected a program. For example, the Wealth and Success program for attracting money. And then what I did is I created my own program. I clicked on New, and I created my own program, and then I clicked on Start. In September of that year, I decided to program myself with this sentence. I earn £40,000 a month. I was living in the UK at the time, and I'd set up a business there. And I was a coach and a trainer. I was running seminars. So I had this sentence, I earn £40,000 a month, flashing on my computer screen up to 7,000 times a day. It was like attending an intensive daily personal transformation boot camp, but it was happening in the background effortlessly while I was surfing the net or answering emails or creating a Word document. I was getting rewired up to 7,000 times a day. These new neural pathways were being formed between the idea of I am, my identity, and the concept called earning £40,000 a month, up to 7,000 times a day. This neural pathway was getting stronger and stronger and stronger. This is the science, the brain science called neuroplasticity. Your brain is constantly creating new links and deleting old ones, unused ones. Now, just 4 months later, just 4.5 months later, actually, in January of the following year, remember, I started in September. Now, January of the following year, I earned exactly £40,000. In fact, I earned £43,000. And on the final day of January, the last £3,000 sale was canceled. It was refunded. And it ended up being exactly £40,000. It blew my mind. That was exactly the amount I was programming myself for. I'd literally just quadrupled my income from the previous months to this new, the month of January, basically. I quadrupled my income. Now, what happened next is that the following month, I changed the affirmation to something ridiculous. I didn't even believe it was possible. I didn't even believe other people were earning this amount of money. I typed in, I earn £100,000 a month. Well, that same month, I earned a whopping £150,000 in just 2 days. My business generated close to £1.2 million in sales that year. And as you can imagine, my life completely transformed. I got to buy everything I wanted. I got to travel everywhere I wanted. I got to experience life on my terms. People think that to make a lot of money, you need to be lucky or you need the right opportunity, when in fact you need alignment of thought. The truth is, to make a lot of money, you need to be psychologically wired for success. Tony Robbins said, I use subliminal messages to condition my mind to believe I could succeed, to build energy in my body, and anybody who wants to succeed has got to know it doesn't just happen. You can buy a product, a course, he means, but also with that product, you've got to condition your subconscious mind. You could buy a course on real estate investing or stock market trading, but together with that, you've got to condition your mind for complete alignment and total belief that this is going to work for you, that you are going to be successful in this area. Tiger Woods, now listen to this, from the age of 6 years old, Tiger Woods used subliminal messages every day. His father was a psychologist working for the US Army. And these messages, these subliminal messages, were feeding his mind a steady diet of positive affirmations. This helped him to align his mind to his goals, to focus on success, and to block any negativity out of his mind. For peak performance, they say, your mind must be trained to peak condition. And now, you might not be an international golfer or international sports person, but isn't your life important enough? Isn't your income important enough? Aren't your family, your loved ones, your children perhaps, important enough for you to think, hey, maybe I need to train my mind to peak condition to achieve some fantastic results, outsized results, better results? And if it's available, then why not? You see, most people, they go through life like this. Consciously, they want something, but subconsciously, they don't. They'll tell me all the time, Mark, I'd like to make more money. I want to build a business. I would love to have a beautiful, loving relationship in my life. And consciously, they say this. I want a loving, beautiful relationship. I want a loving relationship, beautiful relationship. Over and over again, they say that consciously. That's what they think is happening. And that's what's happening consciously. But their subconscious mind, which is operating at 30,000, 100,000, hundreds of thousands of times faster and more powerfully than their conscious mind, is saying, what if she hurts me? What if she breaks my heart? What if she cheats on me? What if we end up in a divorce? What if it ends up like my parents' relationship and they were so unhappy, etc., etc. So consciously, people want success. Consciously, they want to make 4 times more money or 5 or 10 times more. Sure. But subconsciously, it's an entirely different story. This is why this software is so powerful. Now, I started selling this software. And in fact, we are just launching this software anew. And when I started telling people about this software, this happened. This is from Pascalis in Dubai. He said, in April, I installed the software on my laptop and I created a customized specific message that said, by the end of May, so this was just 2 months later, by the end of May, I make $10,000. He had lost everything. He used to be in real estate. He used to build apartments on the island of Crete. It's a whole story. But yeah, after losing everything, he installed this software. He said, by the end of May, I make $10,000. He said, in this version of the software, you can use any language in your customized messages. That means when he creates his own bespoke message, as opposed to just using one of the 184 existing programs. So I created my messages in the Greek language because Greek is my native language. I assume this is the language that my subconscious can understand easier. Well, guess what? On May 12th, I closed a real estate deal worth 38,000 dirhams in Dubai in profit, a little bit more than $10,000. Thank you. Aris in London said this. I used to work as 9 to 5. Imagine this. He's a Bulgarian builder, a construction worker on construction sites in London. He said, I used to work as 9 to 5 rat race on a building site as labor for £7 per hour. I found out about the subliminal software in Mark Anastasi book. I bought it and programmed it. I make £10,000 a month. This message appears every 3 seconds on my screen, almost invisible, but as I know, visible for your mind. Look, it should be every 5 seconds, but he set up a setting to 3 seconds, which I don't recommend, by the way, but that's what he did. Almost invisible, but as I know, visible for your mind. I don't know. I don't believe in such things. But this month, I have made £10,400. He started selling on Amazon, after starting to program his mind for this new belief, your beliefs are the portal it opens up the portal to your potential. If you have the belief that you can do something, your brain will find the ways to do it. So he started selling on Amazon. He quickly built up to £10,400 a month in sales. He said, it's quite strange if this thing can change your life. It works even if you don't believe in it. Karina in Australia said, since I started using these subliminal messages, my income has doubled. I really believe it is as a result of using this software. Tanya said, this is incredible. I installed Prosperity Power 2 months ago, and I set a goal of selling 5 properties a month. Well, I've never sold more than 1 property in any single month. This month, I have sold 3. Tanya in the Netherlands, who's in real estate, she said, I am shocked. It works. Samantha Nicholas in the UK says, I cannot begin to say what a difference the subliminal software has made. Samantha used to come to all of my seminars in London. She said, in 48 hours, I have virtually turned my life around financially. Another major change is my self-confidence. I cannot thank you enough. I'd been experiencing a great deal of self-doubt and procrastination, but by Friday night, there was none. And I took in £3,500 in sales in just 3 days. Now imagine if you made £3,500, which is something like close to $5,000, I believe, or at least $4,500. In 3 days, how would that change your confidence? How would that change your life, your circumstances? She continues and she says, and I feel confident to start again. In fact, I'm raring to go. I'm recommending it to everyone. I could literally see and feel the effects within 24 hours. My confidence, my attitude to money, my attitude to challenges, and low-key depression have all been blasted. I feel wealthy, confident, strong, and successful. I think this product is brilliant. Click on the link below and get this software now. I'm saying this because sure, it helps my business, of course, but it helps you way more than you can even imagine. Why does this software work so powerfully? Secret number 1, sending messages straight to your subconscious bypasses your conscious logical mind that is filled and littered with negative beliefs, toxic emotions, limiting beliefs about money, limiting beliefs about rich people, limiting beliefs about yourself, limiting beliefs that sabotage you and sabotage your self-confidence. Well, guess what? This software doesn't give a damn about all that because it blasts right through it to your subconscious mind, which is 30,000 times to hundreds of thousands of times more powerful than your conscious mind. Secret number 2, your subconscious mind is programmed through repetition. This is also why it works. It's just repeating thousands of times a day, programming your subconscious mind just in the background while you're watching YouTube, whilst you're on Instagram, whilst you're writing emails, whilst you're doing your work. You're being reprogrammed. And then it just becomes a matter of time until your belief system is so strong, so aligned that you can't help but take action that's in alignment with your beliefs. Secret number 3, your invisible world creates your visible world. This is what I learned some 22 years ago, which changed my life. You see, most people, when they don't like their results, they just change the actions. They might change cities, they might change jobs, they might change relationship or a different diet, and they still have the same results. After a while, they still are the same weight as they were before. They are in the same kind of crummy relationship. They have the same earnings as before, more or less. Why does it not change no matter what actions you take? Well, here's the secret. You have to go upstream and change your thoughts, your beliefs, in order to automatically change every second you're making judgments, decisions, and choices on autopilot because it's not your conscious mind deciding it, it's your subconscious. Well, guess what? Wouldn't it be great to have a tool that works directly on your subconscious mind, transforms your belief systems in the background without you even having to think about it, without you even having to work about it, without you even having to move a finger, and it's transforming your beliefs into the beliefs you chose. the positive, empowering, life-changing beliefs that you typed into the program yourself. Listen, instead of having the media control your mind, instead of having your parents condition you for a certain life, instead of having your environment, your school, your friends, your peers, the advertisers, social media, conditioning you, as they've done for decades, for negative outcomes, for toxic emotions, for trauma. How about you take control and start reprogramming your subconscious mind based on what you want to create? Because your invisible world, my friend, creates your visible world. Your subconscious mind is infinitely more powerful than your conscious mind, like I've said before. And when you learn how to take control of that, your outcomes transform. You are reinforcing over and over again those neural pathways between your identity, the I am, who you are, and that specific outcome you want to achieve. And when this happens thousands of times, well, the negative beliefs that are not being now triggered are being pruned away. This is basic neuroplasticity, the brain science of neuroplasticity. Those negative beliefs get pruned away, and this new belief, I am confident, I am powerful, I am beautiful, I am attractive, I am a money magnet, money flows effortlessly to me. All of these beliefs get reinforced and your life transforms. Besides, science now proves the power of subliminal messages. A scientific study showed, and multiple scientific studies showed, that subliminal messages do impact on the brain, even if a person is unaware that they've seen them. This is in current biology. Subliminal advertising really does work, claim scientists. Again and again, they show that it works. And we know anecdotally that it works. In this study by the University of Kent, they showed how athletes perform better when exposed to subliminal visual cues. Endurance exercise will perform significantly better, a study has demonstrated. Positive subliminal this is a study by the University of Yale University. Positive subliminal messages on aging improve physical functioning in the elderly. Simply incredible. Improve physical conditioning, physical functioning that can last for several weeks after the exposure to the subliminal messages. This is life-changing. This is incredible. I really hope that this is sinking in, how powerful this is. These scientists, the scientific studies have shown that you get exposed to subliminal messages and it still has an effect on your life, on your subconscious mind for weeks later. So imagine if you do this thousands of times a day, effortlessly, just in the background. Scientific studies now prove that subliminal messages really work, that they skyrocket confidence, they skyrocket self-esteem, they help people quit smoking, they help them quit drinking and quit addictions as well. It helps students learn fast to get better academic results. It can even help reverse aging, where people are now feeling and looking younger and have more energy, more stamina. In athletes, it turbocharges stamina and athletic performances. And the question I have, and by the way, it also helps people lose weight and keep weight off longer. And the question I have, can it multiply your financial results as well? Marisa Peer, who's a very well-known British psychologist, has said, this is how your mind works. To succeed at anything, you have to make the unfamiliar familiar. Well, guess what? Prosperity Power software makes the unfamiliar familiar within your subconscious mind thousands of times a day. In The Magic of Thinking Big, David Schwartz said, the mind is what the mind is fed. Again, use Prosperity Power to feed the garden of your mind with the most positive, uplifting, empowering beliefs in the world. Create the mindset, create the unbreakable mindset, the powerful, positive mindset that you choose. You can craft this exactly as you want it to be. He also said, when you believe something can be done, really believe, your mind will find the ways to do it. This works. Even if you don't consciously believe something, guess what? When your subconscious programmed thousands of times, it creates these connections in your mind that make it impossible for you to not be aligned with that outcome. When you believe something can be done, your mind will find the ways to do it. Prosperity Power helps you create that new belief within yourself, the belief that you can succeed. Ruben Gonzalez, a 3-time Olympian, said, "It's a must for anyone committed to personal excellence. Olympic athletes use subliminal learning to gain an edge. So can you, a cutting edge." Dr. Gary Kazakshir, a well-known psychologist, said, "It is great to have a tool that works directly on the subconscious mind in order to create alignment and congruency with both parts of our minds, to assist us in creating the life, relationship, success, health, and happiness that we want." Most people are in two minds. Their conscious mind wants something, their subconscious mind doesn't. This is what he's referring to. It creates alignment between both parts of your mind. John Assaraf, who featured in The Secret, said, "Use subliminal software technology to bombard your subconscious brain with the declarations of the world you want to create. This software will play your affirmations to you by flashing them almost invisibly on your computer screen." Dr. Joe Vitale, who also featured in The Secret, said, "I love this. I can absorb my goals and reprogram my mind 1,000 times a day while I sit and read email. This is brilliant and it works." Look, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me and it's good enough for you. This software includes 15 categories, 184 different programs. It works on both PCs and Macs, that's Windows and Apple operating systems. It is very simple and easy to use. Just download it, install it, select your program or create your own, and click start. That's it. If I can do this, you can do this, believe me. Okay, this is what it looks like. You just choose a program and you click start, or you click on the plus sign, the green plus sign, and type in your favorite affirmations and goals and click start. Prosperity Power, some of the benefits is you can now create your life exactly as you want it. You can earn much more money by reprogramming your mind. You can increase your confidence and feel unstoppable. You can eliminate self-sabotaging behaviors. You can attract wealth and freedom. And it's effortless because it just runs in the background whilst you're doing other things. You could be watching a Netflix video. You could be watching a Netflix movie or a YouTube video. You could be scrolling through social media and still you're getting massive benefits from doing so because it's reprogramming you whilst you're staring at your screen. Get this now, Prosperity Power, because you're about to finally eliminate the obstacles that have prevented you from achieving your dreams. Get a proven method for achieving personal and business success and fast, and wire your brain for success. Unleash your inner genius, experience boundless confidence, more energy, find your soulmate if that's what you're looking for, and much, much more. You can type in your programs in there in any language that you desire. English, French, Portuguese, German, Hindi, Italian, Russian. It's your choice. You can create your programs the way you want it. We believe this is the most incredible personal development software ever created. It is the missing link to your success. And until recently, this software was selling for $497. For a limited time only, this extraordinary software is available for only, not $497, but $397. So click on the link below and get this right now. Pascal has used this to make an extra $10,000 in profit. Aris went from being a laborer on construction sites at £7 an hour to earning over £10,000 a month. Karina doubled her income. Samantha virtually turned her life around financially in just 48 hours. She took in £3,500 in sales. Her confidence, her attitude to money, attitude to challenges, all transformed. Her low-key depression was blasted. She feels wealthy, confident, strong, and successful. And this product is brilliant. Take advantage of this. Tanya transformed her real estate business. And she says, I'm shocked. It works. Do this now. Click on the link below. Will you be our next success story? Well, let's find out. Click on the link below and take advantage of this right now. You're getting a 20% discount. It's not $497. Before we raise the price, click now to get this software at $397. Why do I do this? For the last 22 years, I've been looking for ways to process through my own trauma from my childhood, to help myself feel more confident, to help myself achieve more success, to heal all the drama and trauma from my family, on both sides of my family. And over the years, over the decades, it's been my mission to help as many of my coaching clients, of my seminar attendees, of my readers achieve amazing results. And I know that it starts with your mindset. That is the source. Mindset and spirituality combined. The power of manifestation together with an outstanding mindset. So that is why I'm doing this. I see so many people struggling, suffering, or stuck. So many people with so much self-doubt, and they have so much to offer in this lifetime if they could just transform their trauma into a unstoppable mindset. That's my big reason why. Think about what is your big reason why for transforming your life. By the way, you benefit from our 100% satisfaction buy it back guarantee, which means you have 30 days to try this entire package. If you're not completely 100% satisfied, we'll just buy it from you, no questions asked. You have 30 days to try it out for yourself and see what results you're getting. Prosperity Power, transform your mind, transform your life. Click on the link below now and ask yourself, how much will it cost you if you don't do this? How much will it cost you for the next year or the next 3 years, the next 10 years? How much will it cost you in terms of your peace of mind, your happiness, your health, your relationships even? When would now be a good time to finally take control of your life and go after your dreams? You're worth it. Do this now. When you look back in 12 months' time, you will know this was the best decision you ever made. So don't delay. Take action now. Get Prosperity Power and transform your life today. Remember, today you're benefiting from a 20% discount. So before we raise our price, it's just $397. Click on the link below. And if you need some help to get started, you can start today with only $137. And then it will be 2 more installments, monthly installments of $137. So that's $137 today, then another $137 in another month, and then the third and final installment of $137 1 month after that. Click on the link below. You are worth the investment, and I look forward to seeing you in this program and on the other side. Take care, and I'll see you soon.